Sensational TMTV, Necessity TMTV here. Now that my nan's gone, I miss her dearly, right? She died 2008, right? She was an inspiration in my life, right? She was an inspiration, right? Her name was Nanny Saunders. She was an inspiration in my life. She actually made me pursue becoming famous on YouTube, right? She was an artist. She painted pictures and made sculptures, right? She was good, she was. She passed 2 art degrees at 84 years old. At her age. She passed 2 art degrees, right? She was good, she was. Right? She was an inspiration to everybody, right? An inspiration, right? I loved her to bits. Right? She was a hard lady, I'll tell you that. She was a tough lady, I know that. Nanny Saunders was a tough lady. She was as well. She was a tough lady. She could stand up for herself. She wasn't frightened of no one. Right? She was a hard lady. I miss her dearly. And my Nanny Mason, yeah, Nanny Bromley, right, she's lovely as well. Right? I love her dearly as well. Right? I love them both. Right? They're lovely. Right? She's lovely, she is. Right? I love them dearly. Right? This is lovely. I love them dearly. Right? I'm up there in the YouTube space now, writing YouTube videos. When I first started YouTube, yeah, I didn't know it'd take off. Right? But it did. It taken off. If you've seen Back to the Agreement, right, my film, right, 372 people have watched that. I'm surprised. I nearly died when I saw how many people watched it. Right? Keep going, shall we? Watching that video with me and Mandy. Right? You'll love that. Right? It's a documentary about the tenancy agreement. Right? It's lovely, it is. Right? When you read that, yeah, you'll see exclusively TMTV and Sensational TMTV manager doing a video, a film. Doing the film. I was filming back 2016. Right? I did a film. It was lovely, it was. And it was brilliant. Right? 5 years ago I made a film. Right? Back to the Agreement it's called. If you read that, yeah, you'll see me on there. Right? And you'll love it. Right? Back to the Agreement. When you read it, you see exclusively TMTV and Sensational TMTV create YouTuber up on the film. Right, you'll love it. Right, people, I'm going to show Jamelia. She's probably never seen it. Right, these new members of staff have never seen that film, have they? Never seen it. Back to the Agreement. Right, I'm an actor. I was an actor. I love it. Right, I love being a star. Right, this is good. This is. Right. I'm an actor on YouTube. 372 people have watched that video so far. That Back to the Agreement. Right. People have followed me in the droves on my YouTube channel. Right. They follow me in the droves. They are. They're loving it. They follow me in the droves. Right. They love it. Right. If you watch that Back to the Agreement, right, you'll see me up there. And it's good to watch me in the YouTube space, right? Because I tell you what, that video was one of the best videos I've ever done. That Back to the Agreement. Do you know, I was so natural behind the camera. I don't know why. Staff said, "Is he natural behind the camera?" Yeah, he's natural. Have you done this before? When I become a YouTuber, they didn't believe it that I become a YouTuber on YouTube. I got my own YouTube channel. 2 of them, Sensational TMTV and Exclusive TMTV. I'm up there every week writing videos, right? I'm natural behind the camera. I love it. I love the idea of people watching me do YouTube videos because they watch me in the droves, and they watch. There's so many people watching me. I just really love it. They watch me so much now, and they love what I do. Right, they watch me in the droves. right? When they watch that Back to the Agreement film, documentary about the tenancy agreement, right? You'll see me up there, and you think, that's sensational TMTV, exclusive TMTV manager. Yep, 372 people have watched that. I was surprised how many people watched it, right? Lovely, wasn't it? Right? I can't believe 370 people have watched that video, and they loved it. Right? It was brilliant. Right? When Steve comes up, I'm going to show him that. He hasn't seen that. I was the actor of Anchor. I was as well. Do you know what? I feel honoured doing that film. I do. I feel honoured. They actually picked me to do the film. And then when someone said do a YouTube channel, so I did. I done 2 YouTube channels, Sensational TMTV and Exclusive TMTV. And now I'm famous all over all over the world now. And that video on YouTube's gone all over the world. That one on YouTube. Gone all over the world, that one. Right? People have now downloaded that film. Right? 372 times. And watched it. Right? If you like that film, that Anchor's Tenancy Agreement film, about the tenancy agreement, with Exclusive TMTV and Sensational TMTV YouTuber in it, right? Like and subscribe that video, right? And also ask Anchor if they got any copies of it. If you want a copy of it, you can do, right? Because that's my video of me doing the tenancy agreement. It's lovely, it is. Right? See, if you watch that video, yeah, you'll love it. See, I done that back 2016. That was surprising I done that. Right? I love it. Right? See what it is, yeah. I like writing videos and the way that it should. Right? That Back to the Agreement was one of the best videos I've ever done. Right? The cast was so up there with me as well. Like say, we had Sue and Ellen, we had Darren, we had Rhea, we had all the cast in the dance scene. Just right. Mandy Marden played it so well, yeah. It was unreal. Right, they helped me through that film. Right, they stuck with me. Right, it was daunting doing a film, but once I got into doing the film, I actually enjoyed doing it. I loved the aspect of making a film. When I blew the microwave up, yeah, I had to make sure it looked real, and it wasn't. I had to make sure it looked real, but the actual the cast followed me throughout the making of the film. The little documentary, it's only 2 days long, but it was good. Do you know what? I wanted to carry on, I did. I wanted to go again and make another one. I've been asking Anchor, can we do another one? An up-to-date one. Right? But people say, keep on with your YouTube channel. Yeah, because Ollie and Gemma and all the rest of them in the office watch my YouTube channel every day. And they said Terry's a star all over YouTube. He is. Right? Back to the Agreement, right, which was a little documentary about the Anchor's agreement of the tenancy agreement, right? 372 people have watched it, right? And people are watching my YouTube videos, so Anchor said, in the droves. They're watching Terry all the time, right? Let's keep going, shall we? Writing loads, because that film was one of the best films I've ever done. Right, and you know what? I'm going to show the new members of staff here, like the new members of staff who's come on board, that film. I'm going to show that staff member who was here last night, that film. They haven't seen that, have they? If they've seen that film, they'll see me in a different light. Right, I'm an actor of Anchor. Steve didn't even know. He saw it on YouTube. Yesterday I showed him. He couldn't believe I was an actor. He nearly died. I'm an actor of Anchor. I was as well. I'm Anchor's actor. Do you know what? I've done that film in such a way, yeah, that it was so brilliant, yeah. It went on the cinema. I watched it on the UG Cinema down in Chatham. I watched it on there, and I was surprised. to watch it up there. And do you know what? The mayor of Chatham, he come along to watch it, and the mayoress come to watch it, and I was surprised. I never. Do you know what? The mayoress said he saw me on YouTube the other day. I saw him in Chatham. He saw me on YouTube. He said, "No, he's a YouTuber." Yep, I am now. I'm a YouTuber. He's famous all over the world. There's nothing he can't do. I know, I thought that. When you're a YouTuber, you get right up there. You do. You get up there in the YouTube space, and you really work it. The more you write, the more it'd be easier. The more people would understand this channel, and they understand that video as well. That video, they understand it, because people get on board. They're watching Back to the Agreement. They do. They love it. It's the best video going. And when you write a video, a documentary about the tenancy agreement, right? It's a documentary video about the tenancy agreement of what not to do when you vandalise Anchor's properties, Anchor's houses. You damage the property, right? And you can get evicted, right? And this is to all tenants in Anchor. You get evicted for damaging the property or swearing at members of staff too long, right? You get evicted, right? That's what not to do in Anchor, right? That's what not to do, right? You don't swear at people, do you? You're not allowed to, right? If you're a YouTube subscriber, you don't use bad language on YouTube, because people won't get back to your channel. They won't follow you because you're using bad language. When I have an angry moment, yeah, I write it on YouTube. Yeah, I do. I write it on YouTube because I find it's better to write it on YouTube than and people understand where you're coming from, because they do. They seem to get on board. They work it with your channel. And when I wrote the Anchor's film, yeah, you know, when I dropped the box, yeah, with all the stuff in it, that was colanders and that was fish slices and colanders and whisk. I couldn't do it with cups and that, because cups smashed, didn't they? And that wouldn't be very good. So we done it with colanders and bits and pieces, right? I had to make sure the box fell on the floor. The stuff fell out of the box. And that laugh, yeah, that smile at the end, I improvised by doing a laugh, doing a smile. I had to do that. If I didn't do that, yeah, it wouldn't have looked right on the first go. It would look right. So I improvised and done a smile for the video, and it was lovely. I done a smile, and do you know what? People said that was the most funniest thing they've ever seen. Me do that smile, that grin after I dropped the contents of the box. And the best thing, yeah, people want to know, where did that donut go afterwards? You know, and she said, donuts, and I took that donut away. They want to know what happened to that donut after I took it off of Mandy. I don't know what happened to that donut. I never know what happened to that. I was going to ask Mandy that one, if I ever see her again. But I ain't going to see her again now. Right, because I don't know where she is now. I haven't seen her for ages. Right, I think she lives in Maidstone, I'm not sure. Last time I saw her, yeah, was back 2020, when I had a coffee with her. That's the last I saw of her, and I haven't seen her since. Right, shame she left when she did. She got chucked out. Right, I'm not saying why she got chucked out, right, but she got evicted. Right, that was stupid. She was Anchor's tenancy agreement film producer. She actually helped me in the film. I picked her because I knew Mandy could actually do the film really well. I knew she was right up there. She was perfect for the job. She was perfect for the film. She was perfect. I was going to take Leslie Pocock or Charlie Pastel, and Carl Meadows to do the film. But would they give the same vibe? We'd bounce off each other. Would they bounce off each other? But I don't think so. They wouldn't bounce off each other. Right, because we wouldn't have the same vibe. me and Mandy knew how to conduct ourselves in a manner it was better. We could bounce off each other. We could bounce off each other when the going got tough. Yeah, we could bounce off each other. If I had a problem with acting, Mandy would say, "Come on, Terry, do it this way. Don't just get out there and show yourself." Yeah, she did. When she first heard you, I was doing the film, yeah, and Mandy was up for it as well. She was surprised. She said, "Who would you like to do the film?" I said, "Mandy Marden." I didn't know, because me and Mandy bounced off each other. And I liked Danielle, right, for her to join in as well. You know why? Mandy's friend. That'd be lovely if she joined in. You know why? Because she bounced. We had a rapport with her as well. See, Stephen Nielsen was actually brilliant in the film. He was excellent. So was Darren. Darren was excellent. Well, I didn't know Darren could actually act like that in a film and actually do the bedroom scene. He actually did it and all. He did it so well. It was unreal. He acted so well, yeah. It was unreal. He actually did it, right? He acted so well in that film that he gave it his best, right? And another person was good. Was Karen Bobrick. She was good as well. And so was Martin Bartlett. He joined in as well. He was there as well. And the best person has got to be George and James. George Parkinson and James and Ollie. Right? They were good as well. Right? A special thanks to Gemma Tilbury and Ollie for making the film. For actually getting the innovation and the idea to make that film. Right? Because now 372 people have watched that film, and I'm surprised that they've watched it. Right? I'm surprised how many people watched it in the Medway Council. They've watched it and they love it. It's a feature video, people said. Right? Other companies have watched that film and they want to meet me as well. Now I'm a YouTuber, they want to meet it. They want to meet the person. Right? I'm a YouTuber and the amount of people who have watched it is unreal. Right? I'm surprised now at what I saw on the views, how many people have watched it, and I'm surprised. Right? See, when they first asked me to do that film, I didn't know whether I'd show myself up a bit, making a fool of myself. But some people said, right, just go for it, be natural behind the camera. So I was so natural, right? I had no fear of actually being in front of a camera, being filmed. I had no fear. Someone said you had the strength of a lion. You could actually do it. You wasn't scared behind the camera. No, I wasn't. I wasn't scared behind the camera. I was natural. Right? Flossie Carter's watched it from America. He said it was so brilliant. He said, "I've never seen someone who can do a YouTube channel," and then we didn't know he did a film. They watched the film and they loved it. I've got people liked it. People have liked that. They liked that Back to the Agreement all along. And now they know I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTube creator. I'm a YouTuber. They realise it's me, and people have watched it and they love it. They've watched it in the droves, and they really do love it. They find it so brilliant watching that people see me in a different light. Right now they see me on YouTube with 2 channels. They see me work really well. See, I like writing videos and like making people laugh on YouTube. See, you can tell a joke, right? What's got 3 wheels, lives on a farm? Plastic pig. What's pink and runs down the window? Condensation. What jumps up and down the lift? A goodsby in distress. What's got a vehicle and a motorbike? Rev. I saw. Why don't tortoises share things? Because they're selfish. See what I mean? Selfish, get it? Lovely, innit? So you can tell jokes. It's lovely. You can tell jokes. It works. You can tell jokes. The more you write, the more it'd be easier. See, people love this channel and they get on board. They get on board my channel and they enjoy it. They love it. They get on board. And when they get on board, they seem to like my channel. Right, they love it. Right, they get on board. And they really work here as well. And they move with the times. And then, because they love it so much here, this channel, they follow that Back to the Agreement film, right? And they love that as well, right? Because it's so different watching me in a different light, right? And the more it works, right, the more people understand this channel, and right, and I write videos in such a way that people would know that it's me doing that Back to the Agreement. Right, and they love me as a person, right? Because I'm doing Back to the Agreement on Anchor, right? I'm doing Back to the Agreement, right? And the more I write, right, people would see that film, right, and they'll see me in a different light because other people have watched it outside and they couldn't believe it was me doing the film, right? Back to the Agreement. Right? Because when you write a film like that, you have to be natural behind the camera. You do. You can't just say, I'm going to go and do a film and hope for the best. It works. Because sometimes it might not work. And the more people watch it, the more people understand that it can work. And it works so well. And it's natural behind the camera to work. It's natural. Right? You've got to be natural behind the camera. Right, you can't walk away and say this ain't gonna work, right? Because when you take your cast with you, they come with you in the film. Like you take Darren, Rhea, and anybody else that was in the film. You take James in the film, right? You have to act really well. You have to act like the film, like you have to really show you can do this film. You can make a real success at doing it. You can as well. And the more you write, the more it'd be easier. Right? See, when I write a video on YouTube, yeah, for my next project, yeah, I make it so natural, yeah, that people understand how it works. And when you suddenly write say a tenancy agreement film, you're writing about the tenancy agreement, right? And you're telling people what not to do by not vandalising the place that you're living in, right? Not vandalising the property you're in. So really, you're explaining it. So when you suddenly smash something, yeah, you break the chairs in the place, yeah, right? You can get thrown out doing that, or you suddenly whack a member of staff, yeah, by mistake, right? That's your downfall. Right, you're not allowed to do that or threaten a member of staff in the office. You can't do that. Right? In this day and age, yeah, there's laws and regulations you have to follow when you're a YouTuber. You can't swear on YouTube. You're not allowed. Right? You can't swear on YouTube. Right? If you swear on YouTube, it ain't going to be very good. Because if you start swearing on YouTube, right, it ain't going to work. Right? You're not allowed to swear on YouTube. Right, you can't use bad language, or see, I put a top on because I'm doing a latest video and it's quite long, this video now. So I'm really getting into this video. Right, let's keep going, shall we? Right. See, when you write videos, you write anything. Say Chatham, Gillingham. You write wherever you are. you write loads of videos, and you write wherever you are. You got to be when you're making a YouTube video. You got to make sure people understand what you're saying, and people will understand your channel, and they will. They get on board, and they do understand where I'm coming from. And when they do, it'd be lovely to write it in the way that it should. Right? It'd be natural behind the camera. And see, when I moved to Chatham, I can't tell you where for legal reasons. When I moved to Chatham, right, and I saw the railway station, I saw all the bustle of Chatham, I loved it. I loved the bustle and the hustle of Chatham. I loved it. It was the best thing going. Of watching Chatham lifestyle, right? I know we got down and outs in Chatham, but they're lovely. You got to say, right? They need looking after. These homeless people. They want looking after, right? Because they may have fallen their bum and that, right? But that's natural, right? People always do that, right? It's natural to fall on your arse, right? When they well, see, it's lovely, yeah, to not fall on your bum, right? It's not very good. When they fall on their bum, that's not very good, right? It's natural, right? And when I first done the YouTube channel, the 25th of May 2020, right? 1 year ago, yeah, I didn't know I'd take off. The YouTube channel would take off. I didn't know it would take off. I was surprised with how many people have actually followed the channel. Right, the more people followed the channel, it's unreal, and they watched it and they loved it because people understood me, and they got on board with me, and they followed me so far throughout the channel, and they've said he knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about. Well, I do in a way. I like to write specifically on topics today, like say we got rid of the masks, right? Is that worth it now? Are we going to suddenly get more cases of coronavirus, right? We don't know, right? We're behind the camera now, writing a very long video. Well, I've never written this long before, right? But I tell you what, yeah, it's half one, yeah, and I'm writing a 27-minute video, right? Talking to you lot, right? I hope you understand this video. This will be a very long video, right? The longest one I've ever done on YouTube, right? Let's go, shall we? Right? See, I go shopping, yeah, down at Iceland's, right? And I tell you what, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Iceland's. Iceland's food shop, yeah, is the best place to go, right, for your shopping, right? And if you know when I was talking about all them cafes and restaurants you go to, like the Olive Tree, Alleyway, Chef's Delight, right? Jess's Cap, they're lovely, aren't they? See? Lovely. Lovely as anything. Jess's Cap as well, up in the Pentagon. Jess's Cap outside. Yeah, you love it, don't you? It's lovely. Right, go to them restaurants and enjoy yourself. In Chatham, the Olive Tree by Argos. Right? Lovely it is. It's perfect to write a monologue. Right? Let's keep going, shall we? Right? It's lovely to write loads of stuff. Right? To work it. And the more people work it, yeah, right? See, I go to these cafes and restaurants, yeah, and I write about their restaurant, right, to get more people in the restaurant, right, and they love it. See, they work it. People love what I do, and they get, and people have watched my YouTube videos in the droves. They watch it in the droves, and they really love it. They love what I do, and they say it's the best thing going that they've ever seen. And people understand me as a person, and they do, because people say, well, he knows his stuff. Well, I do in a way. When I grew up here, when I was growing up from Maidstone, right, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't have an outlook. I come up from the slums, right? See, when I grew up here, I was in respite places and boarding school. I didn't really have an outlook of what I wanted to be, because there was no YouTube then. And now I'm a YouTuber. I get right up there in the YouTube space. and it works. Because the more I write, the more it'd be easier. And see, people know me as a person now, and I get comments and reviews all the time, and people writing blogs about my YouTube channel, right? And also they love me as a person, because they. And do you know what? I'm 44 this year. November the 8th. I'm 44 if anyone wants to know. I was born November the 8th, 1977. Tuesday. 12:30 I was born. If anyone wants to know. I'm 44 years old. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Right? I have a girlfriend. And I'm right up there. In the YouTube space. Right? And I love it. Because it's the best thing going. Right? I love it. Right? Bye.